Hi, I'm Kurt Stalnaker, Technical Trainer and Coordinator here at Western Colorado University. It's come to our attention that a few of you in the student community are having problems connecting to some of your classes via Zoom. There are a couple different root causes. Fortunately, the fixes are simple and should only take a few moments to complete. Here's a quick overview of what we'll cover in this video. Initial login, making sure Zoom is up to date, Zoom auto updates, a note for Chromebook users, keeping your browser up to date, and clearing your browser's cache. Please note, all students should complete these steps even if you aren't having problems with Zoom right now, as it will help ensure you don't encounter some easily avoidable problems in the future. First, in your preferred browser, navigate to western.zoom.us, and you should see the following screen. Left-click on the Sign In button here. This should take you to the Western sign-in page where you'll need to enter your Western email and password. Western is a single sign-on campus, so your password should be the same one you use for your email and other school-related functions. If you are able to sign in, this step has been completed successfully and we can move on to the next step. If you run into problems here, it's most likely password related. You need to create a work order at its.western.edu/service desk or call 970-943-3333 for further assistance. Second, we need to make sure Zoom is up to date. Some of you only use Zoom via the web app, so this won't apply to you. For those of you who have downloaded the Zoom app, you need to make sure you follow these next steps. For those students with Windows machines, simply tap the Windows key on your keyboard and start typing Zoom. Open the Zoom app when it appears. For those of you with Macs, you can search in the Launchpad here. If it isn't there, you can locate it by doing a Spotlight search. Pressing Command plus Space will bring up the Spotlight search, and you can type Zoom in the search bar. Both Windows and Mac versions of the app will be virtually identical from this point on. If the app opens to the Zoom homepage, you're currently signed in. You'll need to sign out and restart the process so we can be certain you're using your Western login and not a personal one. Now that you've opened the app, click the Sign In button here. On the following page, be sure to click the button that reads Sign On with SSO. This stands for Single Sign-On, which the Western community is set up for. On the following page, enter Western in the blank for company domain. This brings you to a Western branded sign-in page where you'll enter your Western email as well as your Western password. Again, this is the same password you use for your email and other Western functions. This should bring you to the Zoom home screen. Here, you'll want to first click your own icon in the top right corner. From the pop-out menu, select Check for Updates. If your current Zoom is out of date, it should automatically download and install the update. Follow any prompts to finish the process. If your app is up to date, you'll get a message on the screen that reads, "You're up to date," along with the latest version number. As a bonus, depending on what version of Zoom you're currently running, you may be able to automatically keep Zoom up to date. Click on the gear icon in the upper right-hand corner of the Zoom homepage. About 2/3 of the way down the General Settings screen, you'll see a submenu for Zoom updates. Check the box for Automatically Keep My Zoom Up to Date, and make sure the drop-down menu is set to Slow. This simply means you will be automatically upgraded to the newest version of Zoom after it has been thoroughly tested and deemed stable by the community. Please note, this option tends to show up at random times in Zoom's development cycle, so it's completely possible it won't be available or even visible. For those of you using Chromebooks, depending on your version of Zoom, you may not be given the option of upgrading from inside the application. It's highly advised, especially if you're running into connection problems, that you delete the application and reinstall it from the Google Play Store. Zoom is a free application, and this will ensure you are running the newest version. There are a couple other issues that contribute to problems with Zoom. I'll briefly go over them here. First, you need to keep your internet browser up to date. We'll take a look at Chrome and Safari as they are the two most popular on campus. If you are running a different browser, a quick internet search will turn up the best way to install updates. For Google Chrome, open Chrome and left-click on the ellipsis in the upper right-hand corner. From the pop-out menu, select Help about 2/3 of the way down. From the following pop-out menu, select About Google Chrome. On this page, Chrome will tell you if your browser is currently up to date. If it's not, you'll see a message like this asking you to relaunch Chrome in order to finish the update process. For Safari, you'll need to go to the App Store. It will either look like this in the Launchpad, or you can find it in a Spotlight search by pressing Command plus the space bar, then type App Store. Once you have the App Store open, click on the Updates menu item. Here is where you will find any available updates for Safari. Problems with Zoom and Canvas may also stem from the browser you're running. If you are currently running a browser other than Chrome or Safari, try to update that browser. If you are still having problems, try using a different browser. If you are having issues updating or downloading a browser, please put in a work order with IT. One last issue which may cause problems is not clearing your web browser's cache from time to time. Your web browser uses the cache to store bits and pieces of web pages you visited to help speed up the process of loading those web pages. Over time, that stored information can become out of date or corrupt and can cause major problems when loading Canvas or Zoom. Again, we'll take a look at how to clear your cache in Chrome and Safari. A quick internet search will turn up the directions if you're using a different browser. For Google Chrome, we want to again visit the ellipsis in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Select History from the pop-out menu, then select History again from the submenu. On the resulting page, left-click on Clear Browsing Data on the left-hand side of the screen. This brings up a new window. Select the Advanced tab and make sure the time range drop-down is set to all time. Make sure all the boxes are checked and left-click on Clear Data. If this is the first time you've ever cleared your browser's cache, it may take several minutes. In Safari, open your web browser and click on the Safari menu item next to the Apple icon. From here, select Clear History from the menu. This brings up a window informing you that this action will also remove related cookies and website data. Use the drop-down menu to set the time frame to All History, then press the Clear History button. Whatever browser you're using, you'll want to repeat this process about once a month to help ensure your cache isn't the culprit of any problems you happen to have. These are the most common issues we're seeing that may prevent you from successful interactions in Zoom and to some extent Canvas. If you continue to have issues, you can always put in a work order at its.western.edu/service desk. Give us a call at 970-943-3333 or stop by our office in Taylor Hall, room 125. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I've also left this information in the description of the video for ease of access. For IT Services, I'm Kurt Stalnaker, and thanks for watching.